Tuesday. Good morning. Hope you're keeping well. We have some, what are we doing? Helicopter flights. Yes, we're here with OnAir. We're going to be taking the MH-60 from Miltech Simulations out for some Coast Guard ops here in Los Angeles. Ooh, on the ground here, actually down in San Diego. And, Irish, listen, we'll see how the day goes. Do you know, it's a slow start to me. Everything's slow today, including me. Turning on computers, you know, loading the sim. Looking at myself in the mirror. It's all been quite slow today, but things will definitely kind of pick up as we take this machine out for a flight. But I hope you're keeping well. It's 3 degrees here in Tipperary, 3. And next week they're giving it shocking bad. -6 or something, right? So we'll have to keep an eye on what's going to happen there because, you know, I'm afraid we don't want this. But anyway, you're all very welcome in. We're here live on Twitch and on YouTube with 2 streams. We have our normal and we have a vertical. Yes. And I'm also, once again, seeing can my machine handle 4 streams. We're also broadcasting live on Kick. Right, just to see how that all comes to play. So wherever it is you're tuning in from, well, you're most welcome. And well, I hope you're having a great day. This chopper usually used, started off with military service. It is used extensively now by the Coast Guard, not just in the United States. It's used in a few other places as well. The Japanese Defence Forces operate this aircraft, and it's just gorgeous. And I haven't flown it in ages, and I've missed it. Right? So, yes, looking forward to this flight. We're going to be starting off down at San Diego. We might just go for a bit of a scenic pleasure flight, and then we'll ramble up and fire up OnAir. And then that's going to give us some missions to do as we try and, you know, do the jobs that pure absolute legends and heroes do. We'll do it virtually, you see. So, live time, well, you know, the US Coast Guard are indeed military. How do I rephrase that? You are technically correct. So I would say it's not just used by combat forces. There, that worked. Although the Coast Guard, they do have offensive capability. This is getting into a tongue twister. Listen, Amarilian, be Janie then, right? It'd be grand. It's all right, lads. We won't panic, right? They're used in civilian application. There we go, right? Sorta. And anyway, gorgeous aircraft. Just a beautiful machine. Epic sounds, epic flight mod. Everything about this chopper is brilliant. And I just haven't flown it enough. So that's what we're doing today. So we're on the ground here in San Diego and we'll see what the day shall bring. Do you know what I mean? But who's here, look, on this Tuesday? Listen, you know, we're doing driving later as well. I mean, you wouldn't know what we get up to, you know. Who's here? Look, Crafty Tigers, very good morning. Kill Switch is here, working and the lurking. You're most welcome. Sim Guy, welcome in. Crackers in the house. Eamon 1973, good day to you, sir. Who else came in the door? APU Inspector, 125 streams in a row. Thank you very, very much indeed, buddy. Good to see you, man. Gar Gaming, welcome. Apache's in the house. Corn Wolf. Very good morning. Good to see you, man. Filthy is here. Sky Perrin, good to see you. Piper's in the house. And where's this now? More listening in than watching as I work, but morning, peeps. Where's this now? Denizens and random other people. Indeed, indeed. Great to see you, Amarilian. Commander Balosh, top of the morning to you. Or good afternoon where you are. Toto, 2495. Is working. He's not here. Stu Snape, good to see you, man. Hope you're well. Mac Vision is here. Good morning. Just Roy has rambled in. Very good day to you, Roy. Hope you're keeping well. The Impossible Face, good morning. Mr. Paulie is here. Welcome in. The Impossible Face is continuing his circumnavigation this morning, about 40 nautical miles out from Sumbra. Ooh, nice. Jeez, that sounds exciting, doesn't it? So what we do here, as I'm watching all me stuff, what we do here in our daytime streams, if you have any questions about flight simming, be it with Microsoft Flight Simulator or indeed X-Plane, if you have any questions, if you want to know how things work, great opportunity now to ask, because, well, if I can't get you the answer, someone in our chat will, because they're very knowledgeable people who tune into this stream. Yes, the most intelligent people ever, anywhere in the world, gathered in one virtual place. And, well, that's what we do, you see. So, Let's do the thing with the yoke, and also I need to prep for me stream tomorrow with them rudder pedals, and I've just realised through my designing of the desk infrastructure that I have, it's not going to fit. So I don't know how we're going to do this one. It'll be grand. We won't worry about it. We won't panic. We'll just wing it. Yeah, we'll wing it. It'll be totally fine. But yes, anyway, who else come in the door here now? Look, Kubi Montana, good morning. Hope you're well. Daniel Meyer is here. Good morning to you. Beardy Sim Pilot is here. How do you get cold and dark setting? King Yogi, good to see you, man. So, let me think. How do you get cold and dark with this aircraft or any aircraft? You would have to let me know, and sure, we'll see what the story is. There are settings that you can do with the aircraft. Some aircraft you set it in the aircraft, and other aircraft you set it from the main menu. Usually where it is you want to start. Usually start at a parking location. Don't start on a taxiway or in the air or on a runway, for example, right? But there is a little drop down you can select, and that should do the job. Question, why did Microsoft just update my Windows 11 start menu so now I can't find anything? Why, Microsoft? Why? To keep you on your toes, you know. That's what they do, right? Any aircraft, 737 for it. Yeah, so if you want to have the 737, if it's from PMDG, you would go into the FMC, go into preferences, I think it's sim settings, and then that's where you set it up in there. You just say cold and dark, load panel state, or if you're in the main menu, do you know where you put in your departure airport? There's a little drop down just beneath that. Click on the little arrow, a drop down. You'll have 3 options, usually airborne at an altitude, ground shut down, or ground ready for takeoff. Go for shutdown, and that means it's a cold and dark. Everything's off on the aircraft, you know. So you're in career mode and you want to do a 737 start on the max. I don't think it works in career mode. It depends, you know. But best of luck with that, you know. But for career mode, I don't think you have all those options. But anyway, we'll jump into it and try and reacquaint ourselves with this absolutely gorgeous machine, will we? Come on over here now, look. Yeah. Would you look at the state of it? There's sounds coming out all over the place. So let me see. I'm going to press a button over here. And press it again, because I had things... Jesus, where did that go? Now, that's where all this lives. And we'll do one of these. There's our sounds. So yes, anyone who's watching, or everyone who's watching, you're most welcome in. Good to see you. Update for Aerodrome Inish Or. Wait, what? Why have I sounds coming in? Interesting. Right. General cold and dark setting is shut down the PC, let it cool down. That is cool and dark. Very good, Roy. Very good. Right. So this is our machine here. What a chopper this thing is. It's huge, right? I mean, I love flying around, you know, in the Alouette 3. And then when you're kind of acquainted by this behemoth, you're saying, well, like, Jesus. Right. It's huge. So we're on the ground here at San Diego, and it's not live time, but we might turn it on to live time, or, well, not live time, but we might bring it to dawn, you know, to see what we can do. Aircraft is very much in a cold and dark state. We still have all our tie downs removed before flight, covers, all the jazz are there. We are over at the Coast Guard, what's the word we're looking for? Not terminal, the Coast Guard ramp, that'll do. And look at the beautiful scenery we have around us here. So, yeah, it's with these aircraft, or with this type of flying, Coast Guard flying, I mean, you don't really know what you're going to get into. Over this neck of the woods where we are in LA, I mean, it could be anything from search and rescue, it could be, to an extent, law enforcement, but, you know, I know down the Miami side of the fence, down at Clearwater, I mean, they all work with kind of DAA or... Yeah, DEA, and so on and so forth. But what I love about this aircraft, they've included all the liveries, or a good shot of liveries, to a lot of the operators of these aircraft, including the one based up in Alaska, the one in Miami, this one here. I think there's somewhere else as well. And yeah, it's just a great job on the livery. If you don't have this helicopter and you're into helicopters, this would be like highly recommended, because it's more than just kind of the look, the sound, the feel. There's also an awful lot of systems built in with this aircraft, so much so that you can launch predefined search patterns. Why is that making noise? Shut up, gadget. Predefined search patterns, right? Plus you can edit the loadout of the aircraft, and all that sort of jazz as well. So yeah, looking forward to this one. So what we'll start off, we might just do a flight up over Los Angeles, just to get get ourselves reacquainted with how the aircraft kind of looks and feels and how it handles and that, right? So we're currently, as I said, we'll change our time of day here. We'll go back to just before sunrise. We'll go back to about kind of, you know, 5:40, something like that, right? Now, we do have multiplayer turned on, so if anyone's around, if you want to come flying with us, you're more than welcome. Now, a couple of things we need to do. We do have our lights here, so we're going to go to our overhead. We're going to start off at the very beginning of this and turn on the battery. And we're going to get some lights turned on here as well. Formation lights on the outside of the aircraft, we'll go with those. And get our glare shield lights. Console lights can all come to life. And it's just getting some light into this machine here. And we'll see what the story is. External lights, we'll go with our green nav lights. Turn off our flashlight. Let me see. We're going to go position lights on, anti-collision lights lower, or both. We'll go both, and set them onto nighttime mode. What else do we have here? That's all looking good. Battery, external power. I don't think there is any, but we'll be firing up the APU here now in a moment. So that's what we'll do first. Coming on down the road, let's have a quick look. Fuel boosters, they're all off. Let me see here now. We have basically our alignment when it comes, it's kind of like INS or IRS. That's what all this does. Blade fold, don't need that. Or blade de-ice, don't need that. It's an interesting view there. What are we stuck in? Interesting. Okay. Right, so first call is going to be fire up this APU. So we have our APU booster pump. Turn it on. Battery's on, and air source will be on the APU. We have our APU main switch. We'll test. No lights. We'll fire it up. Light coming on. We should get sounds for this. APU control. All right. And we've additional lights here behind us. Let's see here now. We'll go to night vision. And we'll go ahead and get our displays turned on here as well. We'll probably put them on day mode just to kind of brighten them up a bit. Is there a toggable night vision in Flight Sim 24? Ross, it depends on the aircraft. Short answer, yes. But a lot of the time you need to, unless the developers updated it, you got to do it yourself. All right. Riot. Loads of lights. Now let's just verify our controls are actually working here, which they should be. We should be all right here. Okay, so when it comes to an engine start, a couple of things we need to do. Is there like an APU bleed I need to worry about? APU is on, source is all on, booster pump, leave it alone. Engine overspeed tests, left and right, APU fire switch. What are we looking for here? Generators are off, that's what we want. Let me see, utility, that's for like our winch and so on, don't need that at the minute. Searchlight, pitot heat, that's all looking grand for the moment. Engine start switches and all this jazz are up there. Before we get to that, we want to go ahead and turn on the booster pumps for the engine. We can get some life in here as well. We'll go to channel. And what else we have? We have all various radar. We have all our automatic flight control stuff. And then we have the configuration of the aircraft up here on our little computer screen. So what we can do, we can edit the configuration of the aircraft. We can load in a mission. We can load in a flight plan. We have our radio tuning options, the cabin, and also door control as well. So if we look at the load, that's if we're loading kind of cargo, Bambi bucket, air show flag, right? Inside in the cabin, we're going to say we're SAR. That's what we're running, search and rescue. Mission, not worried about. Configuration, tail fold, no. Outbound fuel tank, inbound or inner fuel tank, and also our right tank. We have all those guys turned on. So next is going to be the engine start. And we can see here from our ECAS SAS system, well, that's turned off. Bit of movement over here, not sure why. Could be the wind. I don't know what that is. Possibly the wind, but that seems to be glitching out in us. APU is on, generator is on. Low rotor and all this kind of jazz. So we'll start by putting some power into this machine. Now the engine start on this, we'll start off with our fuel position, our fuel valves. They go fully forward into the crossfeed area, and then we'll start 1 and 2, and then we put them to engage. So we're going to go for a start on number 1.
Dreamy, sleepy, nighty, snoozy, snooze.
Air source engine. No, air source APU. Fuel boost. Right, I should just click and hold. Why isn't that gone in now? Did I forget something important? Also, who? Muttley, good man, you scared the crap out of me. Let's have a look here. What are we missing? Fuel boost, yes. Is there a switch we need? For ignition, perhaps? Backup gust lock. Or gust lock. Rotor brake is off. Blade fold we're not using. Blade de-ice was set on. Stabulator, worry about that in a moment. Gust locks, they're all off. Yeah, wonder what I'm forgetting. Let's have a look. There's Rex. Man, Rex. Wonder why. So we can click it, but it won't hold it. Ignition switch overhead panel top right. Ah, there's an engine ignition switch I've missed. There it is. Ignition off. Ignition normal. Thank you. Right. Cheers, Nace. Paparazzi, good morning. Hope you're well. Okay, rotation. Great sounds, man. Okay, let's have a look here. Let me see here now. Gen hydro starter pressure. Isn't it amazing if you just don't fly a machine for a little while and then it like absolutely knocks you out of it? Aircraft control, stabilizer, radar, fuel pumps, primary. That all looks right to me. Engine 1 hasn't fired yet. Turn that devil down a smidgen. Let's have a look. Crack the throttle. Oh Jesus, go handy now. So go handy now. The throttle's kind of built into all of this. What are we missing? We're looking good here, there, and here. Is that firing up? Doesn't sound like it. Bring it back one. That's all good. That's all good. That's weird. So we do have rotation, but she won't fire. Crossfeed is where it needs to go. Fuel transfer. We have sufficient fuel. These are advisories, so it looks like hydraulics. Doesn't it? I suspect lack of buttons being pressed. Alison Johnson, good to see you. I've already broken it. Hope you're well, Ali. Anti-ice, pitot heat, engine, trim speed. Don't worry about that. Oh, do you know what I've done? Terribly stupid. Terribly stupid. Let's say nothing to no one for a minute. Let's pretend, in fact, nothing has happened, and we'll restart the stream as if this is where we've started off from. Remove before flight, please. Yes, you blithering idiot. Right, chocks. Yeah. Oh Jesus, this didn't work. Get rid of that. Oh bloody hell. Get rid of those. Yeah, they're important. I can't see now. Can we work with flashlight outside? We can. Yeah, don't worry about that. I was just testing the features of the aircraft to see would it indeed not start with the engine covers on. And I'm delighted to report that is the case. Absolutely brilliant, right? Now, is there something else we need to remove here? Let's have a look. This is all part... Oh, yeah. You need to come off, look. It's so difficult because the aircraft's red and all the stuff is red. I've only thought of that now, you know. Perpetual Omega, good to see you. Nothing to see here, mate. It's all... it's grand. Isn't there like another thing we need to remove? That's fuel. APU is doing a sound job there. Right, I do believe now that we have completed our walk around. Yeah. It's my co-pilot. He's sacked. You know, he should have been able to warn us about this. You know what I mean? I thought there was something else. There was like a sensor panel, no? Let's double check here again. Restart the stream to pretend. Yeah. We'll just pretend nothing happened, Roy. Yeah. Oh, it's great to see you, Roy. Welcome in. Asher, lads. You're great for joining us. Well done. I thought there was something else over here, but maybe not. Right, in we go again. You big idiot. Ignition on. Yes. And engine number 1. Press the button. That's a decent sound now, friends. Fuel idle. It's amazing. I can't be left alone anywhere, you know. Daniel, thank you very much indeed. Cheers, buddy. You thought you came to a professional channel. Jesus, no. I tried that once, it didn't work. You know. Right. That is making sounds that I like to hear. Alrighty. Now we come along and want to turn on the generator. Left gen is on. And we'll start up engine 2. Engine 2. Engine oil pressure coming up. Alright. The plane in front flew like a heli. We'll get this. Once I did that on the air crane, so you're not alone in forgetting the cover smurf. Yeah, it's terrible, isn't it? Roll Tide, good to see you. I do silly things every now and again, lads, but don't be alarmed. I'm well used to me. Fuel. It's a great sounding chopper. Clear all our cautions and warnings. Okay, fuel fully on. Generators for number 2. Excellent. Now our fuel valves go back onto direct feed. Now we're looking better. Low rotor RPM, that'll all come up itself. Now we'll go ahead and get our stability systems turned on. Aircraft controls, stabilizer on rather. Test. Identification friend or foe will turn on. Low rotor. Now AFCS is off. Are you off? Huh. What are we missing here? Left and right pitot heat on. Engine ignition off. APU can now come off. APU is on, that'll blade off. Go ahead and get our utility on. Hoist powers are already on. Position lights onto flash. Searchlight don't need just yet. Why are these aircraft controls off? A little bit worried. Once you forgot to release the parking brake. Uh-oh. Parking brake does it. Let's see here now. So the aircraft flight control system. Cancel all of that. Oof. Right, well I fixed the problem. Sorted. Right. Are we ready? Let's go up and open our map here. And do we have head tracking? I hope. Yes, we do. Jeez, the brightness back there. Alright, what do we like outside? Turn it down a smidgen. Oh man, look at that. That is very cool looking, isn't it? Jesus, lads, look at the state of this. Restarts 2020 to see if parking spots now appear. Ooh. Alright. That only took a few minutes. The good news is we're going to be very good at this now after a few minutes. You know what I mean? Alright. Start putting the collective in. Easy, Betsy. Off her back wheel. Alright. Alright, we'll go out into the bay and swing around to the right. Easy does it. Alright. Okay, the good news is it's working. Alright, slowly but surely get ourselves into a turn. Looking good. Speed is coming up. Altitude is lifting. This looks pretty good, doesn't it? Who rescues the Coast Guard helicopter? Not Murphy, anyway. Could you imagine? Be Janie then. Alright, so there is San Diego Airport. Get a bit of altitude here. We'll start heading up the road here a bit. It's all about just reacquainting ourselves with the chopper. Like, I haven't flown this. Oh, it's months. Months. So a bit of trim coming in. Let's see if we can stabilize the aircraft. Easy now. Bit of rotor trim. Speed 140 knots, look. Jesus. Okay, we're looking a little bit better. Alright. This is Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. Voyager, good to see you, buddy. How are we looking? It sounds great, doesn't it? I mean, look at the cut of it, lads. And that's savage looking. Alright. Landing light, go ahead and bring it off. We're good here. Alright, we're looking good. Been watching the Napoleon Bonaparte documentary on History Channel. Oh, brilliant, nice. You've a very shiny nose, pity it's not red. And a month ago, I have a shiny nose. You can't call me Rudolph. Or is that the aircraft? That's deadly looking, isn't it? Alright. We have Los Angeles up the road. Some beautiful scenery here for sure. There we go. Oh, the Halo's nose is glowing. I see. Alison is back. Welcome back. All right. Okay, let's have a look. Bum, 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 bum. Many buttons. I think that worked. Right. We continue. I was getting given out to, but I think we're good now. There's always settings you can't find, do you know what I mean? What's our view like here? It's not bad, I suppose. Probably needs to be out a little bit though, does it? Yeah, it's like the field of view or something seems off. Something like that just works. Into chase plane, let's edit this. And save position. I went to San Diego years ago, couldn't believe just how big the aircraft carriers were. Nuts, right? Nuts. Alright, I think we're doing something a little bit better now. Right, we'll head over Long Beach, neck of the woods. Not up there. That's miles up the coast. Oh, I heard a stutter there. Alright, got some nice cars on the ground. We'll do a bit of jiggery poker on the mountains here. I just want to get kind of reacquainted with how everything kind of handles, you know what I mean? What's your speed now? 150. Easy does it. Nice bit of blade slap coming in. Alright, fast decel. Let's see how quickly we can throw this now into a hover. Easy now. Alright, there's speed dropping down. Hold the altitude. Not too bad. Okay, so we can hold a hover-ish. Alright, that's looking good. Okay. So our fundamentals are, it handles really, really well. So I think the only thing that was throwing us off really was the just the engine start, because it took a while, you know. Alright, watch your out. Watch the hover. Look out for power lines. Alright. Need to do something with those lights behind me. Even though they're night vision, they're like shockingly bright. Alright. 3, yeah, Murph, you're waking them up, the poor people. They'd be grand, they'd be grand. So look, they're all out driving on the road, sure. Alright. Now, where are them lights? Upper console, they're all grand, that's all grand. There we go, that's better. Alright, out of here. Isn't it absolutely class looking, isn't it? That is deadly. That's, who'd be that? Good man, Rex. Rex, are you in a helicopter? Alright. Alright, let's head back to base. That was just a quick jolly out this morning, and we'll start focusing now on a mission. And we'll probably have to make it a little bit brighter. 3 Jolly Greens came into Albuquerque yesterday. Oh, nice. What I love here is like the photogrammetry of this neck of the woods is great. It's, once you're at altitude, I suppose, but it's very, very good. Easy now. Onto trim. Speed is decent. Oh yeah, look at that with the sun coming up. Isn't that gorgeous? Alright, bit of more trim. Alright. So we're going to head back to Kaysan. We'll drop it down and then we'll fire up OnAir and we shall report for duty and see what sort of missions it gives us. That's so cool. What a machine this thing is. Not mad in the old stutters every now and again, but sure, listen. We'll get over ourselves. It'll be grand, lads. Okay. Loving the detail with the roads and that. It's fantastic, isn't it? So we cross over this bit of a lake. I think I can see the airport lights. Plenty of cars there, isn't there? Ooh. What a machine! Got our landing light back on. Oh yeah, look at that view, look. Jesus, look at the view. Hey, Seth Simmons here. Good to see you, buddy. Welcome in. Now this is pretty. Man, look at the detail. That is very immersive looking. Alright, we'll head east of the airport. The rotors look fantastic, don't they? Alright, so we're going to be dropping in over here on the right side. Our landing light is already on. Alright. Start using back that collective. Start bleeding off the speed. Jeez, the rotor slap is deadly. Into the bay a bit. There's a runway. And we'll plan for a quick touchdown. Easy now. Alright, speed looking good. Start dropping down some altitude. Mind the wind. Easy now. Ah, the L model matching. I'll do a quick restart of multiplayer as well, just to be sure, right? The MH-60, no, so you're thinking of the Huey Perpetual? So the MH-60 is a separate add-on. This one is from Miltech Simulations. Alright, nice and easy. Easy now, easy now. see. Wasn't there like a setting someone was saying to me about helis? There was a setting that was it was something to do with like how they handle their ground effect or something. Am I right in saying that? I think there was something there. Sampad, welcome in. Alright, so that's a successful first flight, just to make sure we're reacquainted with this behemoth of a machine, right? So what I might do, because everything's working, we'll turn off multiplayer, we'll turn it back on, and then we'll just restart the flight. Not the handiest. So multiplayer off, multiplayer on, save and back, and then we're just going to restart the flight. And it should be in a cold and dark setup, and then we'll fire up some on-air in the background. OnAir, firing up. Big Al, good to see you, buddy. Hope you're well. Is this helicopter payware? It is. It absolutely is. Okay, OnAir is firing up. Get to the chopper. Now we're also going to bring the time of day up a little bit as well, because that was just like painful. We'll go 7 in the morning. Are we on live weather? Yes. Live weather. Okay, so we'll start with our pre-flight. And we'll make sure all this stuff is properly sorted. So start removing stuff, Murph. Good, look good. Look good. Chalk out. Look good here. What a machine, isn't it deadly? There's still ATRs showing up. That's just absolutely alarming, isn't it? Settings. There's not even like fix the multiplayer, lads. Come on, be sound, be sound. PS Brandi, hello there. Hope you're well, buddy. All right, hopefully they load back in as rotary wing as opposed to friggin', you know, fixed wing. Let's have a look here. So we got fuel tanks. Look good there. We got some pedo and static covers. All right. Okay, ATRs just aren't going to cut it, are they? Settings. Online, multiplayer, high fidelity. Let's see what this does. Online, multiplayer off, multiplayer on. Hopefully this will do it. Vortex ring state protection off in assistance. Settings. Assistance. Oh, you devil. Gyro, auto, hot air, helicopter vortex ring. Oh, hang on. Why are these all on? Okay. Assisted control. No, we don't want that. Assisted tail, assisted collective, vortex ring. Right, we'll try this. Mr. GPHI is here. Good to see you. Okay, so Rex, we don't know what Rex is flying in, but the rest, we got 2 more choppers here, which is good. And okay, let's jump in. We'll keep everything nice and calm, and let's see what OnAir can give us. So into OnAir, we're going to go into our crash logistics and take it from there. Mr. TPHI, I hope you're well, upside down. Your eyes are barely open, but you're starting the sim. Excellent. Right, let me see. Freelance dashboard. Are we already in a flight? Abandon that flight. Yes. Options, we're going to go to Microsoft Flight Sim in our simulator configuration. Thank you. And let's go back in. We're going to go into our dashboard, our logistics center. We're going to select a rescue flight. Oh, we've options all over the shop. Brilliant. Right, this one here, let me see. Road rescue mission for the Coast Guard. Oh, out by Catalina there. That could be nice. What's this one? These are all fairly close by. Here's one. Sea rescue mission needing a search. Or this one is a fixed sea rescue position. Okay, well, what's this one all about? This is only up the road. 1 passenger rescue. So we can do that. It's relatively close to us, right? So we might just take on this one just to kind of dip our toes into it. So let me see. KLDR, one PAX rescue. All right, let's go and fire up this one. We're going to fly now. And let me see here. Let us set 80% fuel across the aircraft. And destination, that's okay. Validate our fuel. Now our UTC offset, we need to go plus, isn't it? So it's going to be 0654. Is that right? That can't be right. Your local time 11:54. Right? So if we do 0, UTC local time is 0354. 456. Let's go with that. Fly now. Let's see what happens here. Okay, so everything's set to auto set. Fuel. Auto set disabled. Okay, so we need to do that. So into here. Aircraft. Flight performance. Fuel. We're going to call it 80%. We're going to apply. Load the aircraft. OnAir is happy with that. Good, 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 and good. Start tracking. And we'll give ourselves our first mission for today. Nice. Okay, so we will... fuel on board is grand, sim rate is grand. One rescue order where you need to fly to the incident location, which is 28 miles on a heading of 323 degrees. This is our search grid area, a 4-mile square area. So that's what we need to do. So with that said, let us now put some power into this machine here. So up on top, we're going to go battery. Let that come alive. Get some lights on here while we're waiting. Also go ahead and get our fuel booster turned on. We'll prime it. Some lights. Booster pump on. That's looking good. Lights on. Position light. That's okay, that's okay, that's okay. And we will... APU control. Booster pump is engaged. Air source. And we'll fire up that APU. Okay, that's the start of it. We hope. Display is coming on. Let me see here now. APU is on. APU gen is on. Not hearing much audio, but I think that's down to the noise of the multiplayer aircraft. I wonder if... Yeah, you see, if I remove their sounds, I think it would shag it, wouldn't it? Because we can't hear our own sounds here, but sure, listen, should be grand. External power available. APU on, APU gen on. Right. What else do we need? That's good. That's good. Gens are off. APU is running. Batteries on. APU controller's on. And the source, they're all good. Utilities leave off at the moment. Let us come down here. And we go ahead and get some batteries on. Or, sorry, fuel boosters on. Get these guys on. And then the rest is going to be when we want to fire up the engines. So we'll do that. So we're going to go for engine ignition. Put our fuel valves to crossfeed. And we'll start firing up the left side. Attitude fail. And we need to fix that now in a second. 7, 17, 8, 9. Easy now. Open the fuel. Okay, fuel is starting to come in. Now this is power for that, power for this. That's good. That's good. Yeah, the sounds are kind of shagged in multiplayer, aren't they? They need to fix that. Grafton 11, good to see you, buddy. Hope you're well. Yeah, the sounds are doing their best. It's purely down to the noise of the other aircraft, unfortunately. Right, fuel fully open on this guy. Generator engage. Engine 2. There's some sounds. Lots of choppers here. You're coming in. Okay, generator, aircraft systems. Torpedo coming on. Let's go for start. Generator. And AFCS is off. Don't know why. I don't know how to fix that. It might clear itself here. There we go. Low rotor. That's okay. Let that spool up. All right. APU at this stage can go off. We're looking good here, there, and there. Utilities on. Engine ignition now off. Windshield anti-ice, engine anti-ice, that's all okay. Cast system is cleared. What else do we want here, lads? They're all okay, they're all okay. And that's all okay. Right, I think we're okay. One Foxy Bingo, Gav. Good to see you, Gav. Hope you're well. Callum is here, welcome in. Oh man, look at the view there. Alright, so 232 on the heading. Let me see here now. So if we're saying 232 on the heading. How do we get into this now? Heading? Wind. Hover altitude. Lateral. That all looks fine. Declutter. Master switch. Now what's this off business? Nav. VOR2, VOR1. Okay. Now for me to get the heading, let me see now. Program. No, it's got to be up here, right? Hover altitude. Lateral. Okay, so that's our autopilot control. How does one go about heading? This is a good one. So I can see my heading bug. How do we turn it? Let's see. Course. Okay, there's course. We're doing something right. Right, reset that. Heading. There you go. There you go. So heading of 323. All right. Now we're looking good. Ever tried the MI-26 egg? I haven't. Right, have a quick look here. Park and brake. Disengage. Alrighty, let's see what we can do. So, bit of head tracking. Small bit of collective. Roll us forward here. Alrighty. Alright, collective in. Yupsie daisy. Watch the fence. And get ourselves turned round. Man alive, this is looking pretty. Easy now. Want to clear the airfield, so we'll come around this way. And let's ramble on. Look how good that looks. Deadly. Absolutely deadly. Alright, come up past the airport and then we'll swing around to the right. What do you think, lads? Looks good, doesn't it? It looks very good. Why is the APU telling me it's still on? There we go. Okay. Roll right. Man, look at the ships out there. Alright, up the road we go. It's looking alright. It's coming together, lads. You know, slowly but surely. Okay, turn on heading. There's our heading. And we'll just keep moving. Oh, that's good speed here. Another little bit of a camera adjustment. So we want to be keeping this below about 1,500 feet, just to keep an eye on what's happening. Man, it looks good. First time we forgot the fuel, landed in the ocean. Second time FSU IPC decided to quit. No way. Paparazzi, a poor old devil. Okay, so for this we need to engage a search pattern when we get in there. So if we click on search pattern, we have a couple of options. So we're looking for about 4 miles. So we'll go for number 5 here. And we'll enter this. Enter. Maybe it's select. Okay, so here's our search pattern after coming in. So we need to range this. Let me see here now. How do we adjust said range? We're a little bit high. We'll figure this out now in a second. Flight plan nav, map, buttons, range, zoom. No. Just need to figure out the L range. Let's see here now. That's okay. Range, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, go in a bit more. Okay, so there's our search pattern. That's what we're going to be doing in this area, right? When we get there. So I need to kind of get rid of this one. Select. And she'll automatically do it once I get into the area. Alright. Malky, just finished your flight in the Starship. Nice, man. Yeah, Starship's awesome, isn't it? Yeah, the S92. Ooh. Don't they have an AW189 as well, I think? Look at that, lads. That is deadly. Sounds of it. Which is amazing. Alright. Let's head out this way. And once we get to the last known reported position, which isn't far, we'll engage our search pattern. Lovely chopper, yeah. Alright, 1,000 feet is kind of where we want it. Easy now. Is that a fly? It's good to see you, buddy. Thanks for the follow. Bit more trim. So if we get the aircraft into a state where it's kind of pretty much flying itself. That's good. Passed your VATSIM exam last night. Good man yourself, Mr. Minimite. Well done, buddy. Did the wheels go up? No. No. Fixed wing. Or fixed wheels. Man, it looks good though. Idle cutoff is with us. So is Mrs. GPHI. Alright. I'm enjoying the Turbo Baron. Yeah, so good. No, there is an autopilot. 100%. Zato, you're very welcome in, buddy. Okay, so we're just about to enter this zone. Let's have a quick look at the weather. Because the last known position, so the weather's actually blowing westerly. At, 12 degrees. Or 12 knots. So their position, if it is dead ahead, if they're drifting, possibly over this neck of the woods. So we'll need to watch that. Also, watch our altitude here as well. We don't want to be climbing. So we'll try and nose down a little bit. While we're here, we'll also get our doors open. We should be hitting this zone here in a few moments. That is so cool looking, isn't it? It's absolutely insane looking. Okay, still a few minutes to go. Okay, fuel on board is okay, power settings are all good, lights are good. I mean, searchlight, you know. Okay, so that's OnAir telling us we need to search the pattern now. But I want to get to its last known position, then we'll activate the search pattern, and then we just go flying around it. But we are in the area, we're inside the zone of control, so if we have a look at OnAir here, that's going to show us, this is our search grid. So we're going to be, we need to get to this location just here, that's the last known reported position. So we're going to circle around this area here. This is deadly stuff from OnAir, man. Alright. So keep your eyes peeled. We're looking for, it's only one person, so I imagine it's quite a small craft. Watch our altitude as well. Easy now. Left a bit. And we just want to be careful with our altitude here. Bit of trim. Alright. Mark Swan, good to see you, Mark. Welcome in, buddy. Happy Tuesday. Alright, we're getting closer. Oh, keep our eyes and ears peeled. Oz Flight Simmer, Shane, you're very welcome in. And dude, massive congratulations. You passed the threshold. You have left us mere mortals. You have gone to the far side. Congratulations, buddy. 100,000 subscribers. Shane, could you imagine having them around for, like, I don't know, dinner or something, a barbecue? Right, I mean, do you know, I'd be handsy on the I'd be handy on the barbecue, you know. Maybe Mrs. GBHI could be on the Bunsen burner, you know, the Burko boiler, couple of cups of tea, telling you. But massive congratulations, buddy. It's fantastic news. Time to retire. He's done now. Oz Flight Simmer reaches 100,000 subscribers and retires into ironing. Extreme ironing. In fact, it's a sport. You don't believe me? Google it. Extreme ironing. Brilliant. Right, Janie, does anyone see it? We don't see anything yet. We're nearly in the search order. So we need to be under 2,000 feet. Yeah, Muppet, get down there now. So drop the altitude right down. Probably our speed as well, right? And keep your eyes peeled. We're looking for the boat. A boat? Alright, there's 1,000 feet. Easy now. Alright, that looks a little bit better. At least we can see what's happening in the water. Alright, hold it there. Okay, we're pretty much in the vicinity. Let's go ahead and activate this search pattern. So here we have on the map. So we're gonna... Well, my hunch tells me we need to go out left a bit. Because that's where the wind is kind of pushing us out to, you know what I mean? So we'll watch our altitude. Now we're looking for anything. A dark shadow, a silhouette on the horizon. Well, they shouldn't be out that far, but you know what I mean? Now we don't know, did they try and make did they try and make their way back in towards the coast? Or are they at drift? Or at drift? We just don't know. So we've just flown over the area. So my hunch is telling me because the wind is blowing out to the west, we're going to start looking out the out our left side here. Nothing to see so far. I'll have a quick look. Chuck Roberts, good to see you, buddy. This is Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. Watch the altitude. Easy now, Murph. Easy. Just want to bleed off some of that speed. All right. Like you're talking, this is going to be like a little speck in the ocean, you know what I mean? No sign of anything here. Looking at our search pattern, we'll ramble over here to the left. Who's that ahead of us? There's Captain Doc ahead of us. Hey, Trid's good to see you, buddy. Daniel says, how do I turn the comments off? Where are you watching us, Daniel? Is it on the vertical stream? I think there's a button up the top right. I don't see anything around here. All right. We'll go up to the right here. And proceed. Nothing by way of flare or otherwise. Now we do have a forward-facing or forward-looking infrared. I'm not sure will that work. We'll see. 500 feet in our altitude. It's just a big open bit of sea, isn't it? Do you have a time limit? Oh yeah, you got a time limit. So you're limited by actual time and you're limited by your fuel. And like the harsh reality is, right? I mean, in the real, just as it is in the real world, we may not find them. Now we're lucky, it's favourable, very favourable weather conditions. Let's head inland a little bit. Let's just see that maybe they have a way to get in towards the coast. As we're looking. Do you know what I can't wait for? I'd love for like multiplayer support when it comes to missions and this kind of stuff. Wouldn't that be brilliant, wouldn't it? Barrel roll, let's see. No, I spilled me drink and an Irish fella spilling a drink. Jesus, you couldn't be doing things like that.
Hello there.
The assassin, welcome in. Cheers for the follow, buddy. No sign of nothing just yet. Now the original site is off on our kind of 3 o'clock. So we're just trying to see, can we see, well, anything. Because they got a good bit out, didn't they? They got a good bit out. Continue on. We're just scanning the out horizon. It's more than likely a boat. More than likely a boat. Altitude is good. We're moving fairly fast, but I'm not too worried about that. And you can change the search pattern as well. So I'm using the search pattern loaded there. I'm just using that as a guide so I know roughly I've been there or haven't been there. You know what I mean? So far, nothing to report. See what happens. Putting ourselves in their perspective, they can hear us, but we can't see them. Yeah. They do use thermals during the day. Or do they use thermals during the day, or does the water reflect the infrared? No, they can use thermals during the day. What's your altitude? Okay, so the original report was down there. It was further south. So what do we do? Do we go down to the south, or do we continue north? It's hard to call, isn't it? I think we'll turn down south here. Easy now. What's your altitude? Are multiplayer pilots able to assist? They can't, unfortunately. Not yet, Roy. I mean, I would love that, right? I mean, that'd be fantastic. No sign of anything just yet. Now, there's a good chance we'll find our own Coast Guard pilot boat out here as well. Or at least that's the hope. Looks amazing though, doesn't it? And I know OnAir they're going to be kind of bringing more depth to these missions as well, as in they're going to be including like a backstory and all that. Just there's a lot of cool stuff on the way. Okay, we've come down fairly south here now. Try to run to the right. Hey, there's Zato ahead of us. Yeah, even like multi-crew would be deadly, wouldn't it? Like, could you imagine this if we had multi-crew and it was in VR and like this is your station and you're out looking around? That'd be deadly. Oh, so far nothing. Nothing to see. So we'll probably remain on this sort of a heading down to our next waypoint. You hate deep water? Ooh. If it can't touch the bottom, it's a hard pass. Ooh. Alright, what's your altitude? We'll ramble in this way. And basically it's just creating like kind of a grid over the reported area. Like we're loosely following the search pattern that we've loaded in, right? Just trying to get an idea of where they might be. What's your speed? I remember reading a book about the Royal Navy Wessex cruise. The loadmaster would literally be hanging out the door. Yeah. Oh, wait now. Spin over this way. Aha! We have something down there, lads. At our 1 o'clock. Alright, power back. Alright. We see a little boat. There it should be. Alright. Alright, so we need to get in. Nice and easy. And how this works is we just need to stay in a very specific area and maintain speed and altitude. Easy now. OnAir is telling me they've started looking after this. You can enable hovering the chopper. Ooh, easy now. Alright, they've started loading. So we need to hang loose here for a few moments. How long have we to wait? 49 seconds. Easy. Easy. "30 seconds left. Easy now. 20 seconds. Ten seconds.
Boarding finished. Take off and fly to any airport.
All right, passenger loaded. Let's get out here. All right. It's absolutely awesome, isn't it? It's savage, man. Right, back to the airport we go. I'll go at speed here. Total mission time left is 58 minutes. No, sorry, 50 minutes. They really make you work for it? They absolutely do. But it's awesome, isn't it? Alright. We're heading on the way back to see what happens. Jeez, that went kind of well, didn't it? Handy. Easy now. Easy now. A heli like this surely has an autopilot hover mode. I'm sure it does. I tend not to use it. I mean, we do have like this auto hover stuff here, look. And you can put, you can key in your altitude. We're on the way back. moving. I'd love a star-seeking add-on. Well, there kind of is one. I mean, you have it with OnAir. You can get it with, say, Intentions. You got 47 minutes to get them back. Look at the state. Larger Life, good to see you, buddy. Welcome in. Happy New Year, man. Oh, see, can you imagine the Dauphin? You got Mrs. TPHI and Captain Doc. So the choppers from Miltech Simulations, I think they did this with Blackbird as well, didn't they? I think they did. Space Rooster, welcome in, man. Welcome in, Raiders. Very happy Tuesday to you. We're here flying the MH-60, doing some on-air ops. Thank you very much indeed for the raid. Good to see you, man. Right. So we're heading back down to Kaysan, and we should be there in a few moments. Hopefully take it in for a nice, soft, gentle landing, right? Hecklock, welcome in, buddy. It's going good, Rooster. How are you, buddy? Hope you had a great stream, man. TX Hangar put up more pics of their Dauphin today. They're they're dialing in career modes. I cannot wait for that chopper. That's coming real soon. Real soon. Man, San Diego, look at the state of this. Docs, Gearhead Gaming, welcome in, buddy. The band man is here. See that stupid... So, what happens is, right, it's to stop, like, bots and spam and stuff. So when you join our Discord server, it's giving you, like, a newbie role. And it just, like, it watches you for, like... It depends how active you are. A couple of hours, a couple of days. You know. How much for OnAir now? I used to subscribe to the service when 2020 came out. So, I would recommend... anyone looking to get OnAir, you can get a 7-day trial for free with no obligation, you know, once you realise, yeah, this is brilliant, I would recommend get a 2-year subscription. That'll cost you €72, but it works out at about $3 a month. It's very, very good. And there's far more to it. This is one element of what OnAir can do. This is search and rescue. You can do other types of flights. Then you have a fully vested career mode, real-world company routes. You can work for airlines or indeed start your own airline, build your own airport, put in FBOs, sell fuel. All the economy is there. And they have the industry stuff that we're going to start over the next couple of weeks, building our own industrial kind of powerhouse. And you have to sort out the logistics of, right, here's your raw materials, you got to fly them from here, you know, here's the warehouse, you got to put them there, here's the production line, you got to move them to here, you know what I mean? You've all this kind of cool stuff to do. So, yeah, there's lots, man. Lots and lots. It's very good, though. We have an old Victoria Police Dauphin here in Moorabbin Air Museum. Oh, no way! Not at all, Doc. Don't worry about it, buddy. Yeah, larger life, it's well worth it, man. There's so much content in it now. It's very, very good. Like, I love OnAir, man. I think it's fantastic. And I haven't even scratched the surface. Like, I don't know, we must have done 15, 20 streams of it now. And it's all been about kind of building up points, experience points, reputation, different aircraft currency. So, like, if you're flying rotary-wing, like a helicopter, you got to build up your hours, get proficient, pass your, you know, your check ride, and then you can do your normal flights with your owned aircraft. This one here is just like a freelance job. We're flying someone else's chopper. We don't need to worry about the maintenance, the wear and tear. We don't even need to worry about the fuel or landing rates or any of that. It doesn't apply to us because we're hired in, right? But if it was our own aircraft, we would have to worry about all of that. And not only the aircraft, its maintenance, its fuel, landing fees, hangar fees, insurance. We also have to worry about the friggin' maintenance. All of the maintenance. Do you know, it's nuts. Then you need to look after the crew. You need to hire crew, see what their capabilities are like. You need to train them. You know what I mean? You heard from MDA you're coming down under for Warbirds. Yes, indeed. We're heading down at the end of March, so we'll be down at Warbirds over Wanaka on the 4th, which is the Saturday. So if you're around Commander Space Rooster, there shall be a beer with your name in it. Helis gobble up a lot of fuel. They can do. I was reading the HEMS listing for Airlift Northwest a while back. They still have Dauphins. Yeah, they're still there. Really like the economy and the VA side of things. Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome. Right. Where are we looking? Back down to the Coast Guard ramp. We'll say there's an ambulance waiting for them there. So, power coming back. In a box, man. Good afternoon. Hope you're well, buddy. Alrighty. Bit of head tracking. We just want to bleed off some of the speed here. 120 knots. Easy now. Speed coming down. Okay, there's our ramp. Yeah, I'd hope so, Briggsy. Gibbo, good to see you, buddy. Your ma. Welcome in, man. Happy Tuesday. Easy now. right. Easy. We'll find a little spot and call it home. Easy now. Alrighty. Easy. Don't get too close to Mr. TPHI. She wouldn't be too impressed. What's the rate of drop? Alrighty then. Okay, park brake. Go ahead and lock that on. And engines, go ahead and bring them back. Landing light off. Go ahead and start the old APU. Left side coming down. Alright, power coming back. Alright. And let's slow down these rotors. Definitely make it down. Nice. Finish up here and help me with some DIY. Oh no, what are you doing? What are you building? What are you... Give out DIY? Are you mad? Mr. Minimite says, if I wanted to practice talking to ATC before jumping into VATSIM, is Say Intentions still the best? Yeah. Say Intentions is incredible as a learning aid, but even as an experience as you fly along, Say Intentions is brilliant. Excellent. Alright. Look it all down. Rotors off. Now let's go in and check out OnAir. So, let's have a look. Connect. Analyzing all our flight data. Alright, landing was smooth. Let's look at the record. So we scored 100%, aircraft handling, prep, engine, initial climb, en route approach. So let's have a look. I mean, this is pretty much our search pattern. So we came in this way. We identified this was the area of its last known position. So we carried on north, and then we started doing this kind of a grid search. And it's only when we were coming back, we actually spotted them down here. So when I was originally saying, you know, they were drifting because the wind was blowing out to the west, that's actually accurate. I just didn't go down that far starting off. I went up here. So we found them here, and then we blasted off, and then came all the way back to the airport again. So that went very well. So we're gonna let's see here. So search, sea rescue needing search, extra points for all of this. Aircraft handling, short runway, safety bonus, all that's done. And see this wear and tear. You've all wear and tear here, showing you what could happen in the aircraft. So we're gonna okay this. We're after building up some XP. We got some currency as well. And now we can look for another mission. Epic Fool is here. Good to see you, man. Hope you're well. So we can do cargo or passenger. We can do rescue missions, medical, right? So this is air ambulance, effectively, right? So if you want to do like an air ambulance job to say, okay, well, this is your aircraft. Where's your air ambulance going to be? Now, usually they'd use fixed wing for air ambulance, but it could be the case that you bring them from one hospital to the other. You know what I mean? Working from base for the afternoon. Working from base. Interesting. We can also go into rescue missions. Similar, right? Oh, working from bed. Oh, Jesus. Working from bed. So this one here, this looks like to be some sort of a road collision. Yeah, it's a road rescue mission. And that's a good it's a 149 mile distance, right? But you can also look around other areas. So here's more than likely hill walkers. So this one here, off-road rescue mission with a precise location. So usually I mean, you can look where they are, right? These are hill walkers that have either gone missing. This could be potentially someone that's fallen. Incident location, right? Hey, MDA, good to see you, buddy. Happy Tuesday, man, or almost Wednesday. So these are the types of flights in which we can do. And if you move anywhere else in the world, you'll get additional ones, right? So what I might do, lads, we might do something, it looks like it's a bit of a trek, but I might do this, right? Well, we're going to do this one. What's the distance? It's 187 miles, but we'll go fairly lively, right? Because we have our short flights over the sea, which is, I know we're Coast Guard, but this could be an interesting flight. So what we could do, we're going to head across the mountains here and just out by the lake. And is there any airports over here? Because our order will be drop them to the nearest airport. I don't see any airports there, do you? Ah, there's an airport. Okay, so ambulance should be waiting there. What is that airport? It's military. Okay, we might get away with that. Drop them to a military base, right? Here's something very small. Perfect. So okay, so there are airports nearby. So our plan, we're going to fly and then we'll drop them off. And that looks like the plan, right? Can you use any heli? You can use any aircraft. Yeah. It's brilliant. The world's HEMS, helicopter emergency medical service flights, would beg to differ loudly about air ambo work being fixed wing. Yeah. But it depends on the range as well, right? And depends what's available. Like air ambulance, like the Air Corps used to do it. Like they used to do it in the Dauphins. They were used a lot for air ambulance. And the Beechcraft then when they had it. Okay, this looks like a flight. So let's go with this one. It's going to pay us 2,900. So we'll accept this job. And we'll go fly now. So once again, we're going to set fuel 80% in the aircraft and validate. Now our UTC offset. So the current time in the sim is just coming up to 8 o'clock. So 7:53. All right, fly now. It'll start the flight, engage everything, launch on the tracker, and it's not happy with the fuel, so we just need to tell our fuel here 80%. We burnt a bit of fuel there. 80%, load the aircraft. OnAir is happy with that. We'll go back to our map. And we'll have a look here. So what are we doing? Fuel payload, 5 passengers. Jeez. Position the aircraft, no, we're good. So we're going to start. Hey, Crowdy's here. Good to see you. Okay, so incident location is 97 miles on a heading of 071 degrees. All right, let's head her on. So aircraft, are we still in heading mode? I think we are. Heading. So 071. We're going the long way. Winds 850 or 85 at 3. And 071 in our heading. Alright. Okay. Let's have a quick check of what we're running on. Landing light boost pump, APU. Fire up. APU coming alive. APU's on, gen's off. I can't even hear our APU. It sounds like it's working. What's it on? We just turned it off. It's just to do with the sound of the other aircraft. This doesn't seem right. Why haven't these reset? Like, our engines are off. Temperature, pressure, and NG. We shouldn't have NG. Flying Trace, good to see you, buddy. New to the channel, watched a few videos. Thank you very much indeed. Mark Pierce, welcome in, buddy. Cheers, man. Right, I think this is shagged. Configuration. No. Right. Let's not get bogged down with who broke what. But I think our engine ain't working. I'm just saying, this shouldn't be there. Strap is here, good to see you. Right, we're going to assume everything's working. Ignition system. That's the wrong button. Ignition system on. We have sounds. It doesn't sound like, it doesn't look like a Wasm crash. Fuel coming in. It's not a Wasm crash, like things are working. That's weird, isn't it? You're a Geordie. Is it Geordie? Welcome in, man. Okay. We got a good start. Generator coming up. Engine 2. This is an air ambulance mission. Fuel. We fit 5 in here? Huh. All right. All right. Low rotor RPM, that'll build itself up here now in a minute. What aircraft is this? This is the MH-60 from Miltech Simulations. Don't it look pretty? Oh, nice, we've got a Huey with us as well. Alright. Low RPM. She's still spooling. There goes Starbug. A flying Microsoft Flight Sim, never tried a helicopter. Mark, so much fun. Wasm crashes are now shown in red. Yeah, I think so, Roy. Yeah. You broke a perfectly working simulator. Wick, I do it all the time. Alright, we're looking good, sounding good. It's time to fly. Parking brake off. Generators on, APU is now off, lights on. Engine ignition normal. Alright, I think we're good. Feeder heat on. Right, are we ready? Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. Okay, heading of 071. Start raising our collective. Oopsie daisy. Airborne. Yep, you're doing it. All right. And we're on our way. How cool is this? All right. Okie dokie. Keep it under speed. Altitude. Get some trims into work here. So 071 is what we want. Oh lads, that looks deadly, doesn't it? That looks incredible, man. I gotta say, the graphics, absolutely incredible. So we're heading out to a rescue scene. It's about 100 miles away. And there are five casualties we need to collect. Chase plane, it is amazing. Absolutely amazing. I'm loving it. Right, some tunage. So Dave Cleary, that wheel is part of Flow. Rambok Mord made it. Exclamation point wheel, give you a link where you can download it. But you do need to have Flow. Epic Fool, yeah man, 100%. Friggin' awesome, right? Just a grand old machine, this. Yeah, it does look very real, doesn't it? I mean, the state of that. Pierce, you gotta get 2024, man. It's awesome. Man, this thing can haul ass. 150 knots. So Voyager, we do those on a Monday night. At least that kind of series. There's always a bit of history lurking here and there, but predominantly on a Monday night. Yeah, karate, 100%, man. Look for Rob at GG Machines. He'll help you out, man. He'll help you out. But you only need an install size of about 50 gigs. Like, you don't need to download everything. What's a noticeable different apart from the size of the game? But Mark, like, you don't need 500 gigs. It's 50 gigs. And it's very, very fast. It loads faster. It looks better. It's awesome. You're at 700 gigs with all your mods. Yikes. Man, look at the detail there. Isn't that insane looking? Absolutely fantastic, isn't it? There's Rogue Wolf. Beautiful scenery, isn't it? Making progress. We have 122 minutes to get our get the casualties airlifted and dropped off. So the whole mission is being timed. So once we clear these mountains way off in the distance, we're going to be looking out for a lake. That's our landmark. So yeah, you can open up OnAir from using our inbuilt map. And you can have a look at all your flight data as well. It is fierce handy. rescue mission. Look at that, man. 4 of them? That's awesome. It's just oh so very pretty. Are you flying online as well? Yeah, we're using online multiplayer. Doc says, I'm not sure what my setup is. It's a fairly beefy setup. Exclamation point specs gives you the full, gives you the whole thing. Take it if it is, it's not VATSIM. No, we're not on VATSIM. Oh, you can fly choppers on VATSIM. I've done so. Lots of fun. But what we're doing here, no, this is purely multiplayer. So much fun. I'm Piers. Good afternoon. Hope you're well, buddy. Oh, look at the scenery. Jeez, this is gorgeous, isn't it? Now, the good news about this one, this is a fixed location, so we just need to fly to the coordinates and we're there, right? Versus that of a search and rescue, you got to search the whole grid. What a machine. It's just gorgeous, man. Alright, speed is good, fuel is good, heading's good. Keep her moving. So yeah, so the Dauphin from Teogs, man, that's going to be friggin' absolutely insane. Can't wait to fly that. Where are we looking? Oh, nice. So this is work in progress of what Teogs are working on for the next chopper. So that's doing the in-sim stuff for career mode. But like, oh man, this Dauphin is going to be absolutely class to fly. I hope they get an Irish Air Corps livery for it. I would very much love that. Here's a Coast Guard variant. Oh, look at that. One, please. Thank you. Oh man, it's so good. This is needed. We don't want to be waiting. This needs to be needed. Right. Big mountains, Murph, they'll hurt. Yeah, they're also doing the Sea King as well. Yeah, incredible, man. Incredible. Just great stuff, you know? Yeah, it needs an Irish Air Corps livery for sure. I pray they get the sound of the Dauphin right. They got the Alouette absolutely bang on. Absolutely bang on, so yeah. I'm fairly confident they'll smash it. Over the right here a bit. I shall do my best not to, yes. We don't hit the mountain. Despite our best efforts, that won't move. Hoorah. Now I wonder, will any airport drop-off do, or do we need to bring them to a specific one? I mean, that's going to be interesting. Wow, look at the scenery. But we get around this little bit, stay going. But yeah, the Dauphin is going to be awesome. No cargo at the moment, Mark, so the mission is we need to pick up casualties and drop them off in an airport. Hop to it, Merv. Move the mountain. Yes, dear. Move it to the other place. Yes, dear. There's Mrs. TPHI. 130 knots. We're almost halfway there. Great detail on the roads, even with cars and stuff. Like, it's class, isn't it? It's only deadly. And like flying choppers, like once you get the trim sorted out, rotor trim, fairly straightforward flying, you know. What I want to know is all the scenery you've bought in the marketplace, do they come across? Some of them do. Developers have been offering free updates. Some developers have been charging for like version 2 or whatever. A relatively small number of add-ons are just not compatible, but a lot of them are compatible, you know. That's a fancy place down there, isn't it? Ooh. Noob question, can you fly a helicopter upside down? It depends, but not for long. Unless two things. One, it's specifically capable of, you know, being inverted for a short period of time. Or two, you're Mrs. TPHI. They're the only conditions in which you can invert a helicopter, you know. Into the desert, look, Jesus. Now, looking at the distance here, it looks like it's the mountains over there. That's where they were out hill walking. Or at least that's what it looks like. This is very pretty. Dee 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 dee. We're flying choppers where we shouldn't be. It's brilliant. Let's see here now. Oh, we're in LA. If you're on YouTube, come over to Twitch for a few minutes. You'll hear the tunage. You know. Akvel! Sarah out of Sitka? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Tempted to uninstall 2020. The community folder alone is 310 gigs. Your fear is you would mess up the 2020 aircraft that you ported over. What aircraft in particular, Paparazzi? Some work fine. It's not really a destination, Doc. It's going to head us out over, what's the lake? KCLR? That'd be the closest airport. Probably not, Doc. I'd say by the time we get this one done, I'm going to break for a bit because we're back tonight with some trucking. Speed is good. On-air missions, yes indeed. And they're fantastic. Tons of different options of what we can do. It's absolutely class, man. Only fly the A320 and only ILS. Do you have a tutorial for OrNav? Craig, we'll be diving into some of that soon, mainly on Thursdays. So in a couple of weeks we'll be starting kind of aircraft specifics, and we'll do some navigation on it as well. We can see the lake. Doesn't it look terribly, terribly pretty? Jesus, though. Right. It is absolutely brilliant. Right, Dave Cleary wants to know, how do we set up flow to get the wheel? So what you need to do, go into flow, turn that off. Once you go into flow, pick an empty box and just, it needs to be in your community folder. So see this? Community widgets. To add a community widget, just copy and paste the name of the folder you want to add. So once it's in there, all you need to do, that's the name of it. It'll tell you what it is. So you need to get the folder name. So go inside your community folder, copy the folder name, and you pop it in here under package name. Then it brings it in. Once it loads the wheel, you literally just drop it into any of these, as we have here. It'll appear up here, and then you can drag it around, and then if you go into the options inside of flow, press and hold it, this is where you can change the size. So I tend to go for like something like 900 or 600, it depends, right? So there's our wheel there, look. Then we've all these options. We can enable our altitude, all this kind of stuff. Lazo, good to see you. Yeah, we're going to be checking it out. We're checking that out tomorrow on the news. So we leave ours there, you know. It's very good. Yeah, the wheel, it's awesome. All right, so that's the lake we're heading for. We're fairly high up now. So we want to be going over to, it looks like farmland. Yeah, there's a whole lot of farmland over here we're going to head for. Speed's good. Oh yeah, Cornwall, isn't it? It's so good, man. It's so good. Like, go back to your sim that doesn't have flow and doesn't have chase plane. It's like, eh. You know what I mean? Alright. Like an old airport here. Oh, it's an active airport. Looking good. I get the hype for chase plane, having never used it before. Yeah. It's awesome. It's just like, where has this been all our lives? Okay, we're fairly close. We're about 10 minutes out. We'll tip in on over the lake, and then we can see that farmland ahead. Speed is good. FMJ, Murph, your setup is like an Irish bodybuilder, not natural. I'm still waiting on friggin' wing control to send me Boeing MCP. Like, that's going to go across the front, right? So, there, right? So, I want my MCP to be here. Toby will sit on top of it. And then my stream decks, I'm probably going to lay them out beside each other. And then I need to figure out where that screen is going to go. So, I have a bit of work to do, trying to figure it all out. But, yeah. Soon, we say soon. Two dogs! Good to see you, buddy. Happy Tuesday. Wind is after picking up a bit. Lazo, yeah, I think they were saying it. More buttons for the desk. Kinda. We got ourselves straightened up here. Like, I've no update from wing control. Hang on, I'll go check. Nothing too difficult for a man like you. Well, I hope so. Do you know, shipping in progress, wait for shipping. It's been like that for nearly a month now. Like, there's no tracking number, no notification, no nothing. And like, when I reached out to them, just said, yeah, we're very busy. Oh. Like, it's just like, wait, what? You know? Yeah, what can you do? Quiet. Keep her going. Did you reply back and say, don't you know who I am? Hammer Nail said the same. Count me in, Murph. Still waiting since November. That's freaking nuts. There's a Caribou. Have the 787 working. Oh, you have a good few paparazzi. Wheel working a treat. Nice one. Let me see. Federatio, good to see you, buddy. Very well, thank you. You're very welcome in. Hope you're having a great day. Yeah, it's just like a giant pain. It's like, where's me stuff? Nowhere during the purchasing did it say, by the way, you're going to have to wait, 60 days. You know what I mean? Northern Lights were active in the sim last night. Angels 1.5, yeah, I saw some photos, man. Look freaking cool. No, like, they said they haven't even shipped it yet. And I ordered from the European one, so like, I don't know. John, welcome in. Greetings. Do you think they will bring a third-party marketplace to PlayStation 5? Yes, 100% they are. They're just waiting to get a couple of other kind of little things ironed out. But John, 100%, yes. They certainly will. Keep her going. Who's the order from? From Wind Control. A Havre Hodge. It's a handy small stand from IKEA. Stand by. Oh, I actually have one of those. Yeah, right, I have one of those. It's not from IKEA though. It's from his. It's not IKEA. It's his Chinese cousin. It's a Chinese yoke I have. Yeah, they're handy. You could probably put the MCP in it. Do you know? I think it's June, July for Marketplace and PS5. Yeah. Like one of the best things I got was the a small little shelf stand thing. That it brackets onto your desk and like it's the perfect size for an MCDU. Class. You use it for your Stream Deck. Ooh. Do you have them on like a support, Roy? Is it? How much is a different or much is a decent telly? This is like 40, is it, or 30? Worth every penny, in my opinion. I think this is a great chopper. What am I waiting on? I'm waiting on the Boeing MCP. I bought it myself as well. I was like, for crying, like, you know, had I have asked one, I probably would have got it earlier. What do you do? Hammer nails. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'm trying to. A stand or something, or like a backboard would work with that, Roy. I have it over there. Man. Oh, jeez, it's buried. I best not go near it. Man, look how much the scenery changes here now. So this farmland is just over the far side. There's the mountains that we think they went hill walking in. Let's see what happens. Post an image on Discord. Bremen Bar. Roger. Alright, just shy of 2,000 feet. Reset the El Barrow there. Our trim is kind of throwing us left a bit. Well, I suspect it's trim. It's the way to the or it's the wind. Easy now. There we go. Right. Ba-da-ba-bum, ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba. For the iPad, Roy. Yes. I see it now. Yeah. They do the job, man. They do the job. Like for me, so the clamp I use for my iPad, it's like it's very maneuverable, right? But I wanted something that was like perfectly in front of me. Now it kind of blocks the keyboard a little bit, but overall it's fine. How high can a flopper try? Mark, depends. Depends. I mean, the service altitude of this machine. Service ceiling of this machine 12,000 feet. Range 520 nautical miles. 12,000 feet in a chopper, that's nuts. Jesus. Right, we're getting close. We're getting very close. This needs a bit of tunage. What would work here? Be Janie then. Boots, you're very welcome aboard. Isn't it only brilliant? Isn't it only deadly? Watch the power lines. I mean, an A330 hanging around there as well. Absolutely brilliant. Right, let's see if we can control this. Where's this now? The song reminds me of the good old Yamaha DX7. Yes, it's classified. I tell you, but then I'd have to kill you. But they have stock in Australia. It'll be probably quicker. Yeah, not at all, Oz. No, it's paid for and all, man. I'm just waiting for. I'm just waiting on shipping details. Mad, right? Right, we're going to be landing here very shortly. Eyes peeled. We're looking for like an ambulance or a fire truck or something. Easy now. It's midlife Rex. I don't know what Rex does to be actually flying. Are we there yet? We're nearly there, Malky. Easy now. Look out for all the cacti. So, keep your eyes peeled for like a fire truck or an ambulance or something like that. I used the European one, Roy. So they were out of stock, or they were pre-order. So I pre-ordered it. Then I got a notification a few days later to say they're now in stock. I paid them, and I've been waiting for them to ship it. It says shipping in progress, but I've no tracking number. Do you know? There's no visual on anything just yet. Maybe they're here by the road. Easy now. Me too. Asked about it. There's still radio silence. No, they came back to me to say, yeah, look, they're very busy and they're fulfilling orders. But yeah, it's mad, isn't it? I would have joined the trucking, but you're skinned until the 28th. No worries, Gav. Yeah, trucking's good, El Craig. Oh, Jesus, Rex. Good man, Rex. Never a dull moment when Rex is flying. Does anyone see anything? I literally don't see them. Not there. Does anybody see anything? Easy now. Jesus, Murphy, don't break it. Easy. Easy. Is it further up this way? Just be mindful of those power lines. So we're looking for like a fire truck or an ambulance or something, or just people. Jesus, this is actually difficult. It's difficult with all the cacti. Right, watch the power lines. Easy. OnAir is telling me it can see them, so where are they? Oh, they're over there. Easy now. Over the power line. Oh, Jesus, is that it there, is it? Holy crap, is that it up there? Is it a crashed plane? Or are my eyes playing tricks on me? What's that out there? Oh my God, look at this. It's a crashed plane. Jesus. That's absolutely mad, lads. Look at that. Oh, hang on. Where can we set this down? I need flat ground. Easy now. Jesus, not something else, isn't it? Hang on now. Set her down here. Set her down in the sand. Go on. Alright, there's a touchdown. Easy now. Alright, park and brake, set it on. Jesus, lads, look at this. That's absolutely crazy. That's savage, isn't it? It does, Shane, yeah. Boarding in progress. There's no casualties. Kingsman, good to see you. Jesus, Kingsman, long time no see, buddy. Happy New Year. Just as well it wasn't night time, right? Hammer nails makes total sense. That's very good, isn't it? That's absolutely savage, lads. Isn't it class? Alright, passengers loaded. Okay, need to take them to the nearest airport. KCLR is just south of us. That's what we'll do. Alrighty, park brake off. Watch the roll. Collective. Oopsie daisy. That's absolutely mad. Crazy stuff. Perfectly normal. There we go. Alright, KCLR just down here. Actually, we'll go to KBWC. It's a much larger airport. There's nothing at this small airport. We may go to the bigger one. Easy now. Right, we need to boot it. Is that only class looking? Alrighty. Good heading. There's no interaction with the casualties, just a mission. Yeah, yeah. For now. You know, for now. And you gotta watch those power lines. Isn't it mad, lads, isn't it? So it's about 10 miles from here. As we boot it on. Play a bit of tunage while we're doing it. Oh, that looks so good. About 6 miles out. Watch for power lines. You big idiot. Airport in sight. Alright. Jesus, that could have been a bit steep at the old, OBJ then. Sorry about that, passengers. I did a very abrupt kind of a turn and stop. Oh, nothing to worry about. Right. Can we put this machine down safely? Easy now. Gently does it. We below sea level here? Easy now. Contact on the back and on the front. Alright, park brake on. Look at all the choppers, man. That's fantastic. Quiet. Okie dokie. Engine's idle. And cut off. Okay, OnAir has compiled the flight. Alright. Dennis, not at all. Bit of a handbrake turn there, Mark. Yeah, oh, it is very bad, yeah. They got a terrible bad knockout to the right. They got a terrible bad knockout. Oh, that is so cool, man. All the choppers here. It's savage, isn't it? Rotor slowing down. And rotor's locked. Right, OnAir. What have you got to tell it? I don't think they like that final turn coming in. Poor old devils, God love them. Right, success! Off-road rescue mission done. Reputation increase done. Flight score bonus, aircraft safety bonus, and comfort bonus. I was going to look at our record. Oh, we're so close to 4,000. Oh no, they look, we lost points. Entire flight. Over speed. Yeah, just as we were about to come in, look, that's when we kind of yanked on the old handbrake. Oops. But brilliant. Just that was a right flight, wasn't it? All the way across. Man alive, that was some flight. Alright. We're so close to level 4, look. Nice. So, on air, it's just class. The thing we're going to be working towards is going to be industry soon. And what we're going to do with this is, you can actually start finding out different factories, get supplies either to them or from them, right? So we were over, easy now. We're over this neck of the woods. So at this airport, there's barely, no, this is Brawley Municipal. So is there anything here in terms of some stuff? Yeah, there is. So we don't have factories yet, so come back here for a minute. Ozflight, you take care, buddy, and congratulations again, mate. Let me see. My demands. Nothing. Because we don't have anything there, isn't that right? The trading hall. This is where we can buy and sell goods. So if there's stuff that's missing, so for example, right? Let's say let's say your factory is producing computers. And you have raw materials nearby, but you need to go off and buy, like, I don't know, aluminium. Well, you can find out on the map where they are, but also control the costings of it. You know what I mean? Like, look at all this stuff here. Like this is just incredible. It's incredible. So, my factory's trading hall, if we go into the encyclopedia, so airport ownership, right? So if we want to create and build our own airport, well, we need the kit. Therefore, we need a small mining facility with copper, lithium. Then we need ore refinery. Then we need cutting machinery. Like, you get the idea. So you can either refine all these yourselves, or you buy all of the required materials. And when you do that, you can go off then and have your airport ownership kit. And what that allows you to do, you can then literally build an airport anywhere in the sim, and it injects the scenery in there for you. Isn't that mad? So leather, we need a hunting camp and then a tannery if we needed leather. And this is where you'd be looking at the global economy market to say, well, right, where are we going to get a lot of money here, right? So a hunting camp, for example, okay, if we build a hunting camp somewhere, or we can just buy it. Training gear, nuts. Training center. So that's, let's see here now. That's all in the industries. The production zone. So the airport ownership kit. These are the materials. That's your staff. And that's how it's built and how it works. A batteries factory. A training center. Isn't that mad, isn't it? Production time, how long it takes to do them all. Like, there's so much in this.
Hello there.
There's so much in this. Industries dashboard. So what we'd have to do, we would need to unlock this, right? So if we go to company, let me see here now. Skills tree, right? So you can see bank loans, FBO. So see this workshop agreement. Training facilities, better instructions. So these are our skill points, right? Then we have the ranks, and our ranks come down to how many hours in each aircraft, right? It's just like it's unbelievable what we can do here. So we'll start working on we're going to start working on industries in the coming weeks, because I'm mad excited to do it. I'm mad to see how all this starts working. Even an FBO. So look, your company doesn't have, okay, well, let's open an FBO. Like, you can open up an FBO. So if we want to say, right, let's open one up in I don't know, Shannon, for example. Well, what's in Shannon? And not only that, you can see, well, is there an FBO here? Yeah? Bad Batch Shannon, AFAN Shannon, Shannon FBO, or Pano in Shannon. That's nuts. So other people have FBOs already opened in Shannon. But you can also see what services are available. If they're selling fuel, if they have services there. And then where they open, this is the activity, look. Jesus. Factories, if there's any factories, or if you want to create a factory, you can build up to 5 factories at your own base camp. On regular airports, the maximum number of factories varies from 1 to 5 depending on the airport size. So if we wanted to, we can actually start building different production for food, manufacturing, mining, a dispatch hub. It operates as a central logistics node where goods are received, sorted, and dispatched with high efficiency. Construction of production facilities not allowed in this area. All right. So if we want to say, right, I want to build, a food production. And where do you want it? So it'd be called Crash Factory, but we can give it any name, right? Is it right up in Sligo? Let's have a look at Sligo. Sligo FBO, yeah, there is an FBO in Sligo, but there's no factories here. So if we were to look at Dublin, which I imagine there will be. So Dublin has Ryanair, Orbit Air, there's a good few there. Factories, it has some factories here as well. So the owner, Fireheart Airlines, and we can see what factories that they have. Isn't that mad? Isn't that absolutely mad? You can see what the inputs are coming into the factory and what their outputs are. So you know then, right, okay, if I'm going to Dublin, I can take certain product from this airport and fly it around, or fly it wherever I need it. You know what I mean? Sligo, that's the default FBO? Okay. Like, isn't it mad? And that's just looking at Dublin. FBOs in this vicinity. So it's going to look for FBOs all around the Dublin area. Like, it's a massive online economy mode. Yeah, look, there's tons, look.
Hello there.
And Garda Síochána, Garda Headquarters, Department of An Taoiseach, Weston, Bad Batch, Dolly's Grove, Casement. Single engine piston workshop level. Like, look, the detail is just staggering, look. How long does it take to get to level 4? I mean, what mission? So to get your skills, I mean, there's a number of things you can do, right? So you can do dashboard, that, like, you know, freelance jobs, right? We can go in and look for charter jobs whereby it's our aircraft and our staff, or we can look at route jobs, company routes, right? So you can say, okay, well, look, you know, I can fly routes out of this place. And if you look, there's bonuses and boosts if you go flying in places. Work orders then when we have it up and running, or just check the operations map. That's going to show us where we are and where our who's that? That's us. No, that's Douglas Bader. So he's idling at our home airport. Captain Mart, good to see you, buddy. So if we go into our aircraft, like buy aircraft, rent aircraft, sell aircraft. So your charters, pick a charter job and take off. A job often involves multi-legs. Regular routes, choose an airline to fly for and select a route set. Join a virtual airline, and then we have tours. So if we want to apply for a route, we can say, right, Ryanair, right? So let's see, Ryanair. They have Aer Lingus. I'm sure they have Ryanair. Yes, they've loads of them. And these are all real world routes that they put in. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. There's Ryanair. So we click in on Ryanair, right? Anyone but Ryanair. These are all the routes that Ryanair do. And you're probably saying, why is there a route from America? That's out of the Boeing factory. They fly them across, you see? So these are all the routes for Ryanair. So we can say, right, well, tell you what, Ryanair, I'm going to start covering some routes for you. Right? So generate a schedule for an aircraft, or load the aircraft you wish to use for flights in this simulator. Ooh, nice. Data set is real world airports and routes, or you can use your own custom ones. Isn't that mad, isn't it? Who else do we have? Swiss, they're going to be freaking huge. So these are the real world ones you can just, you know, pick. Air Canada. I mean, look at that, man. Jeez, they have some serious routes, haven't they? Air France, they're going to be ginormous. Wow. Look at that. KLM. Nope, you devil it. There's KLM. Very similar to Air France. They've hundreds of routes. Hundreds. Malta. Lufthansa. Or you can go Lufthansa Cargo. Right? Singapore. They have their, I think they have the really long route, haven't they? They do, look. It's Spirit are in there, Swiss. There's loads of them. There's an absolute ton of them. Emirates. Wow. It's very good, isn't it? Aer Lingus. And these are all grabbed from OnAir, like they're using the real ones, you know? Logan Air. Text filter. Search. Yeah, they have Logan Air. There's Logan. Isn't it brilliant, isn't it? So you can choose these routes. You can apply for a route as a freelancer, right? Are these schedule updated? Yeah. They're the real world stuff. So you can browse the logistics center. That's what we were doing. We were just doing freelance. See this freelance charter job? And this is where you can do like missions, or you can just do cargo passenger flights. So you can say, right, I tell you what, I want to do, and it's very customizable. You can say, right, what airport is your departure? Detective in the simulator? Or you can put one in, right? So we can say, right, give us a flight out of Dublin, aircraft, I don't know, lineage, because it's a predefined flight, or Shannon rather. Free flight, where do you want to go? So that's going to bring us over to Augusta. That's going to be mad. If we did, is LPF4? So there's a flight from Shannon down to Faro. Doing a wee schedule gets you a chunk of XP. Yeah. So like these are flights that we can do, or we can get our staff to do. Like there's so much to this, lads. I recommend just pick it up, get the free trial. It's a no obligation 7-day free trial. Just grab it, have a play around with it, because the depth of it, there's so much here. What I recommend is you have different worlds, right? Can I go back out to... You have 3 different worlds in which you can load in. The first world is the one I'm in at the moment, because it just allows everything without any real consequence. You get loads more money. It's very relaxed. Then you have Stratus, that's Cumulus. Then you have Stratus, challenging, but you can still use AI pilots. And then you have Thunder. That's very challenging, and there are no AI pilots, so you got to do everything yourself. Or if you have a virtual airline, your pilots have to do it. Do you know? It's just incredible. It's incredible. So, we'll be starting into the industry stuff soon, for sure. But as our daytime stream is done, we're going to be back later on this afternoon or this evening. We're back in just under 6 hours, lads. So you recommend Cumulus. Starting off, Gav? Yeah, 100%. Starting off, go Cumulus. So that'll do us for this flight, but I want to thank you all so very much indeed for tuning in. We're back this evening at 2000 Zulu. There we go. That's how we do numbers. 2000 Zulu, and we're going to be doing some driving in Euro Truck Sim 2. So, yeah. Don't forget big bumpers if I'm driving behind you. Listen, Stu, we won't have a repeat of last week now. There's going to be very cautious driving, you can be sure of it. We shall see. But lads, thank you all so very much indeed for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed today's flights, taking up the awesome Miltech Simulations MH-60, flying with OnAir, doing some Coast Guard work. You can just, this is the sort of fun you can have, you know what I mean? It's just class. So, right, we shall catch you all later on. Until then, have a great day. Into beta, reversers, flaps in. Get out of beta. Get out of the beta. Ah! That's weird, the throttle doesn't move.
Hey, good morning.
Jerry Coogan, many thanks for the follow. Hang on, we need to get out of beta. No, that's backwards, Murph. Uh-oh. Get out of... Oh, we nearly tipped it over, lads. You see it? Jesus. Why won't you get out of beta, you devil? Your controls are no longer agreeing with me. Right. What's it doing now? Not as beta. Stupid thing. Stop reversing. Ah, you need to go forwards. Microsoft, it's Murph. Someone clip this, if you can. Do you hear the sounds? I've been blaming aircraft developers. Asobo or Microsoft need to fix this. Do you hear the noise? Outside the plane? You need to fix that, lads. It's the...
Hang on. Jeez, you shouldn't be...
Do you need a hand?
No, I don't need a... Do I need a hand?
It's heavy, yeah. Jesus, Murph! What have you done?
No.
Lorry red, lorry yellow. Oh no!
I've had enough of this wowdy, webble, sniggering behavior. Silence! Call yourselves Praetorian guards. You're not. Seize him! Seize him! Blow your noses and seize him!